Okay, so my kit came with the 30% TCA, which I will dilute, some luminosity, and some emu oil. So I'm going to prep my skin with some alcohol pads, make sure it's clean. I already washed it, but now I have my peel, which is 30%. I have my water. I have some various gauze pads, a Q-tip, and something to protect my surface. So I do want to dilute it. So I think I'm going to do, for the 30%, so if I want to do 2 parts TCA to 1 part water. So I'm going to do 2. Let me see, how can I measure this? Hold on, let me get a measuring thing. So I'm going to pour, so 2 to 1. So I'm going to, so as not to waste it, I'm going to go 1. And then I'm going to add the water. And I'm going to spot test it to see how it feels. And it says to leave it on for 3 to 5 minutes. And I have my fan right here just in case. So let's wait. And I'm going to come back in 3 minutes to see how this spot feels. And if it feels okay, we're going to go ahead with the full face. Okay guys, as you can see, a white cast has formed. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my full face. So I'm going to wet my gauze, squeeze a little bit out, and apply it lightly. I don't need it on my whole face. Just on my melasma. Okay, now we're going to let this sit for 5 minutes and then we can possibly add some more. Okay guys, it's been 5 minutes and I don't see too much frosting. So I'm going to go ahead with the new gauze and I'm going to add a little bit. Pinch more water just in case. And I'm going to add it to my forehead. I really want to concentrate on my melasma areas. Not really the high points in my cheekbones. Okay, let's give it 5 minutes. Woo! Starting to burn. Okay, this is going to be the last layer. I think we can go one more. I do see some frosting, but I don't see any other frosting. Okay. So I'm gonna come back in 5 minutes. Okay guys, so I'm beginning to see a white frost. Can you see it? So I'm gonna prepare to rinse myself with my gauze, and then I'm gonna apply tonight the luminosity and some emu oil. So I wanna have all these gauze pads in here. Got like 1 minute left. And now I'm going to stop the cooking, so to speak. Got to splash with water to stop it. Forehead is super tender, but that was like the worst area that I wanted to address. Like I said, I got this from Platinum Skincare Incorporated, and I watched like a million videos on it, and I've done TCA peels probably like 5 or 6 times at a plastic surgeon's office, and they do run me about $1,000 a pop. So this time I decided to give it a go, and I don't think it's as strong as the ones I get there, because I just remember going to the doctor and just being in the car like my face is on fire. So anyways, I'll be back after I continue to splash my face with water. Okay, so this is day 1. You see where it frosted hecka good. It's now turning dark brown. I kind of wish I would have did the whole face like that, but then my whole face would have been dark brown. And one thing I do know about getting chemical peels is when the stuff peels off, the fresh areas are more prone to redness, and so you may look a little uneven, like with red blotchy areas similar to this, but after a few months or so it all blends back into one like homogeneous tone. But I really wanted to target the melasma, and I have something called serum, which are these benign skin growths where it's like little bumps that look like moles, but they're actually hypertrophic sweat glands. So that's why I went extra hard here, plus I have melasma here. But I wish I would have went one more little swatch right there so that I could really crust up and turn dark brown, but I might have to wait for the second pass. And I am glad that I diluted it, because you know my skin is kind of olive and I am known to scar or whatever. You know, my mom's black, so I have that extra melanin deep down in there that sometimes wants to like hyperpigment. But anyways, yeah, so this is day 1. Okay, so this is day 2 of my 30% chemical peel. I went extra hard right here because I want to get my melasma, and it seems like it's going to peel off soon. So I have black patches from when I did several layers, and the lighter layers I just have some light peeling, and yeah. Okay, so this is day 3 of the peel. I'm really peeling, but my forehead, the dark spots still haven't peeled up yet, and that's what I'm most like worried about, because I went deep in those areas. But we can remove a little bit of the peely parts. I don't want to over peel it, but this part right here, you can see it's gonna lift off. So I went and extra frosted myself here, 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 and now here, here, and here, and that's why it's so dark. And I'm hoping to like work on some of that texture and some of the melasma. So yeah, this part is starting to peel up. See it? It's peeling up. Okay, so I need to go like out. So you see it's a little bit red, but this area right here, I'm just gonna cut so that I can like be presentable, because we're like gonna go out to eat. That's pretty much what you have to do when you give yourself a peel, but I'm just waiting for this part to peel away in this little bit. So my forehead is not quite healed, but we're gonna go visit my son. I have my daughter right here, and we're gonna go pick up my son from camp. Actually, no, we're just gonna take him out to eat and drop some food off to him. Okay, my face is still really red. Unfortunately, I had to go in the car yesterday, but I had to constantly put on sunblock, but I still think it was bad. But if you look closely, this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Day 5, and the brown bits where I frosted my skin extra hard are still slowly coming up, but I don't want to peel it too hard. But I do like how it looks under. Looks good to me. So what I'm gonna do now is put some oil and some more sunblock in these areas. Yeah. So I want to show you, this is day 6. There's a flutter of activity behind me. Maybe I should wait.
We almost slipped.
This is day 6, and the brown stuff is finally peeled off my face, and I think it looks good. Now, the 30% TCA peel did not completely obliterate all my melasma, but I'm okay. So right now, currently, I have hyaluronic acid and clear sunblock. And what happens every time you get a chemical peel, it's like your skin is smoother, the texture's improved, some of the dark areas are a little bit less dark, more of a uniform tone, and it's like you feel more confident without makeup. Like, I have no makeup on, and I mean, apart from my eyebrows, which are like non-existent, I'm good. Even though I've got like some dark circles. Actually, I need to give myself a little Botox here, but I ran out. I like hooked my husband up. He's like so impressed. He's like, he never knew like what was wrong with his, like not what was wrong, but what bothered him. And it was all those deep horizontal lines, and they're basically, he's all smoothed out. But anyhow, I am like a believer in the chemical peels. Like I said earlier in the vlog, I've spent thousands getting them done professionally, and you really can do it at home. Now, I have a friend who gets them done by a dermatologist, and she doesn't even peel, and she keeps paying over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, what are you paying for? She gets like the smallest, lightest peel, like something you would get a glycolic acid. She might be giving her a glycolic acid because her skin is a little more olive than mine. And maybe the dermatologist doesn't want any like ill effects. But yeah, so I'm super pumped up. I'm just gonna add a little more sunblock. And then I'm gonna show you some of my planners too. You know how I have a planner business. But, so there was some redness. So I think when you have a chemical peel, there's gonna be really red tender areas. And I did stand outside a minute when my mom came, which I probably shouldn't have. But I'm feeling really confident with no makeup right now. And I did buy some like peptide complex serum and some more hyaluronic acid, and this micro needling pen called Dr. Pen, which in 3 weeks I'm going to do myself a micro needle, and I'm going to micro needle all these really nice skincare ingredients into my skin. So I have something called serum. Let me get close. See, they're like little bumps, and I tried to flatten them with a chemical peel. They didn't completely flatten, but I hear that if you have serum, you need to do like a peel or whatever treatment to flatten them, and then you need to go behind it with some Botox, because the Botox will relax the sweat gland and prevent it from making these bumps, because it's really a bump formed by the sebaceous gland. So the Botox will freeze the sebaceous gland. So I'm gonna give myself a Botox facial, where you make a concoction with a slip like hyaluronic acid, and then you add the Botox, and then you microneedle it on your face, and it's supposed to help prevent the bumps from forming. I could also give myself little baby injections all over, but I think I'm gonna start off with the microneedling effect with the Botox facial, because I hear that gives you like a really nice glass skin. But I'm really happy with my results so far. I mean, I could go in with a little makeup if I wanted to. Like, I got this new Stila tinted moisturizer balm, which is actually a little bit light for me, but I'm just gonna show you like when you give yourself one of these. See, the baby, he loses all my balms and everything, so I'm just gonna use a little CeraVe. Only problem with CeraVe is if you get it too close to the eye, it stings a little bit. But yeah, you can really, like, after these peels, you'll love your skin, you guys. Like, if I could, I would do it for all my friends. But like, so I can just go over a little dark spot if I wanted to. But there's really no makeup needed at this point. My husband actually likes when I have no makeup on, but I mean, I do spend a lot of time, money, and effort trying to keep my skin. I mean, to me, this is better than what Clear and Brilliant would do. So yeah, I'm gonna go check on the baby and then I'm gonna come back. Actually, I think I have a minute before. So I got the pink planner. I have, but pink is sold out. So I have puffy lambskin left in cream, purple, and black. And you can put rings in here, or you can just not have rings and just have like a happy planner inside. Everything will fit nicely. Anyways, check out my shop if you like anything. My baby's crying and I gotta go. Bye.